Hello, I'm John Harrison and welcome to my garden. The reason that we've got everything in raised beds is over here is the soil is so stony. So what I did was to construct these raised beds and fill them basically with composts and sieved soil to actually get some depth of growing. There's a parsnips in that bed. That's mustard greens, turnips, kohlrabi. These are French beans, a few salad crops. I had a little space, so I put them in there. And on this bed here, we've got some Swiss chard and some spinach, which is now really gone over. We waste nothing because what we don't use, the chickens will turn into eggs for us. The plastic bed is in the same condition as when we built it. It's not deteriorated, it's not aging, and it'll outlast me, I hope. The wooden beds, which are now coming up to 10 years old, are crumbling, need repairing. There's a lot of work coming up with them. I've never been too happy with using tannalized wood because of the chemicals involved. And if you don't use tannalized wood, you'll be lucky if a raised bed built from untannalized timber lasts you more than 2 or 3 years, especially in a climate like this, which is wet. Snowdonia is one of the wettest parts of the UK. As you can see, this is absolutely solid. There is no deterioration at all. Whereas if you look at this bed here, you can see where we did an emergency repair just at the start of the season, because that had crumbled. The bottom layer on those is pretty much rotting now. More hygienic in the sense that there's less fungi and moulds and things that can lodge in wood that can't lodge in the recycled plastic. I like the process of growing. It's fascinating. You know, taking a seed, seeing what you can get from it and all of that. The other thing is, I've always had this sort of feeling that growing your own is, in a way, it's almost a political act, because you're not dependent on what the supermarket chooses to supply. You can grow what you want. You can grow varieties that maybe won't travel very well, that maybe won't even grow well in different areas. You can grow things that you like in your own land, and there is something magical about sitting and eating a meal that you have grown the lot. I mean, I don't expect everybody to be quite as into it as I am, obviously, but if you can get out for an hour, it is so good for you, not just physically, but mentally as well. The thing is that I think a lot of people have no idea where their food comes from. They've no idea about seasonality. They'll eat, they expect to get strawberries on Christmas Day. Ecologically, think about the food miles. A little packet of seeds that comes in the post or you pick up in a local shop, and you end up eating the produce from that packet of seeds. I actually heard about salad crops grown in Norfolk, but for a supermarket chain, shipped to Poland for processing and packaging, flown back, I think it was London, to a distribution centre there, and then a supermarket 2 miles away from where that salad was grown sold it after it had been halfway around the world. It's ridiculous. Apart from the durability, what I really do like is the fact it's recycled plastic. I find it quite sad that people will all have a panic about the plastic in the sea and stuff like that, and then they forget it and move on to the next thing. And we have got to have solutions, and recycling that material into something that's permanent. I've no problem with something like this that will last, goodness knows, maybe 100 years. What I have a problem with is that bag that comes and it's a one-use product. Something like this actually makes economic sense as well as environmental sense.